don't know what's with you when all this talk about payback. I came in here to say goodbye to Jacob, and then I'm out of here.
No, I'll say it again. You're not going anywhere. Not until you've settled deep.
You started a bar tab behind my back?
This is what I put up for your would-be comeback. The comeback you missed because you had a date with the bottle.
You can't hold me to this. We've done a contract.
Let me ask you something. You ever hear of a song called My Word Is My Bond? It's on an old album by a guy named Nick Rivers. It's not a bad song. You want me to run the lyrics by you?
Bonjour, Wild Agency. Oui, monsieur. Yes, 1 minute. Ne quittez pas. Yes, it is a Mr. Lavalier from Mystique Cosmetics, accounts payable. Okay.
That was real good.
Sorry?
The French accent. I heard you do an English one before. Let me ask you something. Do you ever consider acting, maybe? Like, professionally?
Well, honey, I am an actress.
Hey, how about giving the help a chance to do some work, huh? Make my hair for me?
Good morning. For you. Aren't you going to say something?
Yeah. Call the bomb squad!
Forget the bomb squad. Call the cops. We have a squatter living in our building.
No, Gary, I want to move on this now. Well, because my timetable is to wrap up this merger by the end of the year, not 6 months from now. I have my reasons. Well, do what you can, all right? I mean, the longer this drags out, the more chances there are for things to go wrong. I have worked too hard on this to let it fall apart now. All right, just keep me posted. Fine. I tell you, I should have invested in monkey wrenches. I mean, they're flying everywhere.
The snag with the merger?
Oh, just Malcolm being his usual difficult self, but we can deal with that.
Well, actually, there's another problem in that area.
With the merger?
No, Malcolm. It's a belated Christmas.
Forget it, Miss Bowman. I am not biting.
Well, today, neither am I.
What's with the smiley disposition all of a sudden?
Well, I spent a sleepless night last night, and I decided that you were right. Truth.
Don't ask me why I'm doing you a favor. But if you can bring back most of that crowd that came in to see you the first night, you and I'll be squared away.
When do we get to the part where you're doing me a favor?
And that means laying off the booze and keeping regular hours. Now, I've got room in my loft. You can crash there. And I'll see to it that you clean up your act, personally.
How can I thank you enough, Buck?
In your dreams.
Whoa, can I help you?
Yeah, why don't you go step in front of a truck?
Are you still upset about that coverage on your concert? Is that it?
What do you want?
Like I said, Nick, I'd like to help you. Well, what I'd really like to do is help my mother, but I figure the only way I can do that is to get you out of her life once and for all.
Since when do you care what Sydney wants?
Since I found out why she wants you gone.
All right, hold the phone. Time out. Tess, can we talk here?
Wild and Modeling Agency. No, I'm sorry, it's not. I'll have to take a
Okay. Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. I'm your squatter.
No.
Now, Tess, you aren't really going to call the cops now, are you?
That depends entirely on you, Bernardo.
5, 4.
Jocelyn, I've been working with Malcolm Christopher for years, and I know he can be a bit of a bore with the way he goes flirting around behind his wife's back, but that's just his way, and I've never known it to go beyond that.
Still, if it's all right, I'd just as soon not have to work with him.
Well, I'm afraid it's not all right. I mean, there have been too many complications with this merger already. I cannot afford to let things unravel any further than they already have, just because you have some problem with Malcolm's testosterone. So get past it.
Sydney, the thing is that I know Malcolm from years ago, too. We had a relationship.
Oh, before he and Devorah
We were already married.
Oh, an affair. Well, that's interesting. And yet, it didn't turn up on your background check.
It didn't go on for very long.
Well, then I don't see it as a problem. If that's all there is to the story. Jocelyn, I don't like surprises. I mean, if there is more to this, now would be a very good time to lay it on the table.
No secret why your mother doesn't want me around. I mean, anybody who watches that lame excuse for a TV show of yours can figure that out.
Not even Hotline can bat 1,000, my friend, and anyhow, you were supposed to say bye-bye to Sydney. But you're still here, aren't you, like a bad habit?
And you're staying here, too, isn't that right, Nick?
Well, I'll run that by my agent.
Hey, you got yourself into this mess without your agent. You can get out of it the same way.
Yeah, okay, Buck. We'll talk.
What's he talking about?
The man's a crazed fan. He wants to book me for another gig.
Yeah, well, maybe you should follow your instincts and get out of town.
What, not give you a chance to skewer me one more time? Look, if I take Buck up on his offer, I'm bound to fall on my face. Live on Hotline. Think of the ratings, Rich.
I don't care about that. I think you should move on now.
Oh, now I am curious. Sydney must have pulled out all the stops to get you to come down here all noble and earnest, defending motherhood and the flag and all that. What'd you do, raise your allowance?
You and Sydney used to be together before she married Jared, isn't that right?
You're not trying to pass that off as a scoop, are you? That's old news, pal.
Yeah, I know it's old news, my friend, but you left behind a little souvenir. Is that old news as well?
What, her apartment key? I returned it. Business closed.
No, I'm talking about something a little bit more memorable than an apartment key.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea. You wouldn't have a clue, would you?
Oh, come on. Spit it out, kid. I don't have all day.
She had a baby, Nick. And I have a feeling it might be yours.
So, this affair, is Malcolm trying to start it up again?
Well, actually, Sydney, it's not just Malcolm. I have a bit of a problem dealing with men in general, in business situations.
Oh, well, welcome to the club. Believe me, you're not the only one. I mean, I know exactly what it's like having a man in your life just at the wrong time. But we all have to deal with it, and that's what you've got to do. You've got to deal with it.
I don't know. That's not something I'm very good at. It's why I'm asking you to please take me off the WebNet contract.
Jocelyn, it's only a couple of weeks, maybe a month at the outside. Then Malcolm's going to be out of the loop, and you won't have to worry about it.
I don't know.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist. It's only temporary, you know? You're going to work through this and come out of it a better person. I mean, one of life's little lessons. Do you play chess?
Not since high school, and I wasn't very good at it then.
Oh, well, I see what we've got to do here. Stick with me, kid. I'm going to show you a whole new world. I'll tell you what, why don't we just go downstairs for a cup of coffee? We'll set up a board, and I'm going to show you a couple of moves.
Like words of wisdom coming out of Solomon's mouth.
You can be sarcastic, but all I'm saying is I thought about what you said the other day, and I agree. We should kiss the old year goodbye and make some changes.
So what are you saying? Should we go out shopping for furniture together? You know, I can't find those headshots you took, you know, of me on the backdrop.
I'm not talking about us, Danny. I'm talking about you as an individual and me as an individual. Here they are. Right here.
Not bad.
Thanks.
Wasn't talking about the photographer.
Of course you were.
Allie, how long before you'll be ready to shoot?
Oh, about 10 minutes. Why don't you go check in with hair and makeup?
Okay.
Okay?
You better watch out. Old Dougie boy's giving you the lean and hungry look. I think maybe he turned around the other night at the bar.
He happens to be a very nice person.
Never said he wasn't.
You know what, Danny? Forget it.
Forget what?
I'm trying to do something nice. I'm trying to get along with you, and all you can do is be a jerk.
Me? What about you in my first commercial? All those little jock itch jokes?
I'm sorry. I think jock itch is funny.
Maybe the first time. The next 100 or so cracks, it gets a little old.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. We both have been jerks. Are you happy? Just a new year's about to start, and I want to start it off fresh.
A whole new Allison Bowman, huh?
I just want to get myself focused on my career, on decorating my loft, eating healthier, and just being happy.
And getting off Danny Boy's case.
And getting off Danny Boy's case.
Well then, welcome to 1996. So, since Dougie Boy's gone for a few minutes, and back then, Miss Chase was the only one living in this whole building, and she was hardly ever around. So I kind of just set up a room for myself in the basement. So, how'd you find out?
Oh, I've been onto your scam for quite a while. That's quite a situation that you set up for yourself down there. Tapped into some free utilities, got some nice second-hand furniture. I really wouldn't be surprised if you drilled a little peephole into the girl's dressing room.
All right, you got me. But that little part about the cops, now you're not really going to go...
In a New York minute.
Okay, what do I got to do?
Well, who says that I want you to do something?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you could have just gone straight to Mrs. Chase or called the cops for all I know. But you didn't. You just came straight to me. Now, in my book, that means you want something.
That's what I like about you. You're very resourceful. You have a good head on your shoulders. You are very, very smart.
Something tells me we're talking about a little something more than free cable here.
Right again. Bernardo, my pal, you are going to help me break into Sydney's penthouse.
Sydney had a kid? My kid?
No, she said it was Jared's baby, but I don't believe her.
Why not?
I don't know, call it a hunch. Or better yet, call it an explanation for why she doesn't want you around anymore.
The baby's dead?
Yep, was stillborn. She can't have any more children.
Did she put you up to this?
Oh yeah, Nick, she begged for mercy. What do you think?
I don't know what to think anymore.
Actually, Jared is the one who first taught me to play chess. He said it always helped him focus his mind, especially in business.
So you're saying that if I learn how to play chess, it'll solve all my problems?
No, I didn't say that, but I couldn't hide.
So maybe she said it was because of business that she didn't want you around. But you know better than that, and so do I, Nick.
You'll have to excuse me.
Leave her alone.
To her, all right?
You don't need to talk to her. She doesn't need this. It's not good for her. And if you cared anything about you, Gata, you would do what you promised. You'll leave town and you'll leave her alone.
It's finally here.
Nothing will ever spoil any day for us.
Never.
The day they've been dreaming of and the wedding you've been waiting for.
Billy, beloved.
Famous last words.
Don't miss Noah and Julia's wedding this Friday on All My Children, ABC Daytime.
Will you marry me?
Are you telling me AJ's been drinking right along and you knew? I am not going to stand by and just watch you kill yourself.
General Hospital, weekdays on ABC.
See, the beauty of this is that you don't have to set one foot into Sydney's penthouse. That's my job. You just have to disarm the elevator and disarm her, security system up there.
Tess, come on here. I am not the CIA.
The CIA would botch this up. You, I have confidence in.
You know, you're asking a hell of a lot here.
Maybe you just need a little incentive. So how's this for the other scenario? You, on Rikers Island, counting down the last seconds to the new year,
while you're in this little cramped cell with your cellmate, Tiny, the 300-pound sex offender.
Sorry, Tess. There's a reporter on from Vanity Fair on line 3.
You couldn't just page me over the intercom?
I tried, but I keep getting Mark in booking.
Mark is in 2-3. I'm 3-2.
Ooh, sorry. I'll just go.
You
and try-
promised me that if I gave you a job, you were going to wear your glasses.
Yes, I will. But this is just a dyslexia thing. It
Molly.
has nothing to do with my vision. It's
Molly.
only because...
Molly. I'll take it in the conference room. Okay? Stay put.
Does Tess still want me to call the police?
We were just discussing that.
You know, last week I auditioned for this equity waiver play about women behind bars. Now, I thought I gave a really good reading, but the producer said I was more Winona Ryder than Heather Locklear, and I thought just the
There's
opposite.
no one on line 3.
Are you sure?
Yes. I know that this is your first day, but maybe you should can the accents and pay a little bit more attention to the fundamentals of the job, okay? Or you're going to find yourself back in the elf suit, capiche? So what's it going to be, Bernardo? It's going to be greeting cards? Or are you going to be stamping yo on license plates at Rikers Island?
Duggars are great. Oh, these are so good. Tess is gonna love these. She's gonna flip over these. Okay, now don't look at me. Kind of look over towards your right. You're doing a great job. Okay, turn around and look over your shoulder, but still don't look at me, okay? So good. All right, now give me a bad boy look.
So your counter move would be, oh, this. And then my next best move would be this. You following that?
Yeah. Hello, ladies.
Richard?
Hi.
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 Your mother's just teaching me some basic chess moves.
Well, make sure you take notice because you're learning from the best here. Listen, I just came over to thank you again for Christmas Eve dinner.
Oh, well, that's nice. I saw you were talking to Nick.
Yep.
What were you guys talking about?
Oh, you know, this and that, you know, new horizons, the open road, that sort of thing.
Yes, I did hear that he was leaving.
Uh-huh.
I have a phone call to make if you'll excuse me. Nice to see you, Richard.
You too. Listen, and if I don't see you before New Year, have a good one.
Uh-huh, you too.
She doesn't like me, I know it.
Richard. The truth.
I gave it to him. He's just saying his farewells before he leaves, and I was just wishing him a bon voyage. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Of course. Man is a thorn in my side.
Happy New Year, Sydney.
You too, Richard.
I thought you'd try to make a run for it. Well, like the song says, I'm a man of my word.
You'll give it a shot then? My rules?
Why not?
I'm warning you. You screw up one time and you and I are going to let some knuckles fly.
You sure know how to sweet-talk a guy.
I know I got your word. But how about we shake on it?
Sure. Put my name in lights, cowboy. You got yourself a full-time singer.
All right.
Doug, can you give me about 5 minutes? Thanks. What do you think you're doing?
Hey, how about having a little trust here?
I don't like it when people sneak up behind me.
I'm just trying to make you feel better. You have a stiff neck, right?
Yes.
That's my specialty.
Ah!
Relax.
Not so hard.
I know what I'm doing here. When it comes to pains in the neck,
You're an expert, right?
I'm going to take that comment in the best possible way, being that we have a new year coming up and I'm dealing with the new Allison Bowman.
I'm sorry. You're just an easy target.
That's the story of my life. Hey, stop tensing up. I'm not going to hurt you.
I would never do that. Hurt you, Allie.
It really does feel good.
Least I can do. Not every day I get a tube of jockage cream from a beautiful woman.
Well, I really mean it. You know, I hope everything works out good for us in the new year.
Well, I have a couple of ideas in that direction.
Why do you always do this? If you weren't so on all the time, we could...
Then what? We could be friends, make fudge together on rainy nights.
I wasn't asking to be your friend. I didn't want us fighting all the time.
Why do you suppose we do that, Al? Why do you suppose there's so much heat whenever we're together?
I gotta get back to work.
Go ahead, pretend it isn't there. But you know it is, Al. You know it's there. And it isn't gonna go away no matter how hard we push.
Tomorrow, teaching men the fine art of shopping. This is Joan London.
And Kevin Newman, also how to give a low-cal cocktail party.
Plus 1995, the year in the law on Good Morning America.
Tomorrow here on ABC.
Today, will Liza and Tad's impromptu kiss mean the end or just the beginning of things to come? Don't miss All My Children.